got a grasshopper right here.
I know, my little
Bam.
buddy.
He's your little buddy. I just killed him. Sorry, man. Didn't mean to take your mascot out. That's cool, man. He just yelled out, I love it. Hell yeah. That right there. That was it. The money shot. Alright. What's up, everybody? We just got this new trike, and we're going to take a ride. The very first ride my dad and I are ever taking. Well, we've taken a ride together before, but he's never owned a motorcycle in the time that I've known him. So he apparently has owned a motorcycle before. He used to own a couple Sportsters. He also had a trike, and he used to live in California, where he was a 30-year Marine. He's a Master Gunnery Sergeant. You can call him Master Guns. And he said they got stolen in California, all of them. Each of his motorcycles, all three of them got stolen. And since then, he's been unwilling to buy one. And in 1997, he retired from the Marine Corps, and we moved as a family from Southern California, where he was stationed at Camp Pendleton, and went to Sturgis, South Dakota, where my father ran one of the nation's largest ROTC programs that had a mounted color guard. So he actually taught kids with horses how to do, flag procedures in parades. They did they did all sorts of like homecoming parades. They did basketball games and football games, and presented the colors at all the stuff basically in the town. So for like the last 20 years or so, my dad's always talked about getting a trike, just never has. So it's exciting. He's 72 now, will be 73 soon, and has prostate cancer. So it's exciting to see that he's gotten a trike. I think he's wanting to live a little bit, You can see that he's not comfortable riding. I'm only going about just less than 50, 45-ish, and he did not want to wear his helmet. He said he had prescription glasses to wear. We'll have to get that figured out for him. Beautiful day here in the Black Hills. It's Monday. The rally just got over on Saturday, and I'll tell you that sleeping in a tent for the last week has really shown me that the seasons here are changing. I can definitely see the yellow in the tops of the trees, and the nights are getting cool. It is no doubt that we are just a few short weeks away from cold weather. Trying to watch my dad in the rear view and just make sure that he's doing all right. Maybe we'll go about halfway and stop just to see how he's doing. There's a hill right by Rush Mountain Adventure Park. We could always just pull in right there, and I can see how he's doing. Excited, plan on going to the Four Corners rally at the end of the month in Durango, Colorado, and I'm totally gonna make it my second long distance trip. Very excited about it. I cannot wait to go. I was just repacking all my stuff from Sturgis after, letting the tent dry out, and it was a learning curve. I put a couple camp pillows in my cart online so I could get a little bit more packable pillows. I'm the type of guy who needs a head pillow, I need a cuddle pillow, and a knee pillow. Otherwise, I'm not sleeping very well. You can call me bougie, but that's how it is. And then, you know, especially if you're already camping, you got to do whatever you can to make yourself comfortable. I bought the $150 auto-inflating 3-inch sleep pad from Cabela's, and that thing was well worth the money. I was real comfortable out in that tent. It was not a comfortability issue as far as why I wasn't sleeping at night. That's for sure. I was actually really surprised at how comfortable I was sleeping in the tent. Even at the Buffalo trip, I had brought earplugs, and even the madness at Bikini Beach wasn't keeping me from sleeping, you know, past 2:30 in the morning. I was still calling it bedtime around that time. And now that it's not rally time anymore, we're back to having the motorcycle wave, and that's cool. Everybody wants to be friends again on the road. So you can see, I don't know if the camera can get it, but just the first bits of yellowing on the trees. The trees are changing here. It is time to signal for fall, and all the plants are going to start their process of going into dormancy. It's a beautiful time of year, really. It's a sad time of year for us motorcycle riders. Just picked up the sport line from the Black Hills Harley Davidson dealer, and they did the 15,000 mile service for me. Everything's looking good. Had to tighten the belt just a little bit. No problem. So I rode the trike home. Didn't have my helmet, or else I would have done a review on it. I'll definitely take it out for a review, and why not? I don't care for the trike myself. It felt an awful lot like driving a four-wheeler, but like a three-wheeler, right? And it was a little cumbersome. What I really love about riding motorcycles is the turning, is the banking, right? Getting into the leans. There's no leaning on the trike, and if you turn too hard, it can definitely topple you. So you gotta know how fast you're going into these curves, and make sure it's not too much for the trike itself. I can see that there's a total place for it for older people, you know, people who don't want to handle the weight of the motorcycle any longer. But make no doubt about it, right? They're just as dangerous as a motorcycle. There's nothing more, just because it has three wheels doesn't make it safer than riding a motorcycle. I think a lot of people have that in their mind, that it'll be safer, and I don't believe that's the case. Just as dangerous. It's fun riding with my dad. We're going substantially slow. If I was by myself right now, I'd be ripping. But that's alright, that's alright. How enjoyable is it to go cruise through the Black Hills with your pops? Pretty cool, man. It's fun to say, even. I would do anything to have that house right there. Ranch it up here. This was rad, man. I don't know if you guys can hear it in my voice, but still a little sick. Went to Def Leppard on Thursday night, woke up Friday morning hung over for sure, not feeling the greatest. Saturday morning I was sick. Sunday morning I was super sick. I slept pretty much all day yesterday, and I am feeling better today, Monday, but it's probably going to take me another week or so to recover from the lack of sleep and just the intensity of how hard I went in the rally. If you saw those last videos of the Buffalo Chip Madness and everything, I hope you guys did. They got a decent amount of views, and I'm very proud of how they look. I thought they were good. I thought they were entertaining. I went out and gave it all for the footage, guys. So hard that I got sick. And I'll do it again. I'll do it again next year for you, for sure. We're almost at this halfway spot up here at Rush Mountain Adventure Park. I'm gonna pull over, see how my dad's doing. Just make sure that he's doing all right, having a good time, doesn't want to turn around. He is new to the trike. I just want to make sure he's comfortable. I'm excited about going to Colorado at the end of the month. The one thing that I am nervous about is the weather. I'm scared that it's going to be really cold, or that it could get really cold. That I'm not ready or prepared for how cold it might be in the high mountains at September 1st-ish. We'll see, because I'm going, baby. This is where having Sena communication devices is really nice. You can reach back and you can, hey, how are you back there? You don't have to stop necessarily to pull over to talk to your partner. You can just talk to your partner. It's really convenient. Not a bad thing we have to stop though. I would just tell my dad about this corner. It's a sharp corner, it's a double blind corner, so it can get you going. You're also going downhill on a grade, which you can get going pretty fast accidentally, and you can't see around the corner, so it can throw you for a loop. Yeah, so like I said with the trike, there's like a little bit of chatter, it seems, between the front wheel and the back wheel. As it like tripods in between them, it can kind of shake a little bit. It seems like there's a little bit of shimmy. And I watched a lady driving the trike in front of me go over a railroad track, and it was kind of crossing diagonally in a weird angle across the road, right? And she definitely lurched. It was like and lurched her up a bit. So I just noticed that, and I also noticed it when I was riding the trike is all. No, it's like you just got to be wary about it. You got to notice it can happen, and you got to really hit your bumps head on, I think, or any kind of objects head on with the trike. Let's see how he's doing. How's everything going? You got a grasshopper right here.
I know, my little
Bam. He's your little buddy. I just killed him. Sorry, man. Didn't mean to take your mascot out.
You know, there is a difference.
In what?
Well, you know, in riding a two-wheeler, you know, number one, the ride is incredible.
Yeah.
Awful hot right now.
It did. I noticed the heat the other day. I had to like shimmy my foot out to the outside, like the further I got it out.
Going into a curve, I had to back off real quick and watch it, because I started, and I'm thinking, no, you can't lean.
No.
You got to sit straight up and negotiate the curve.
Right.
And so that was interesting.
So that's what's going to be important. That's what I noticed about this right away, is you have to slow down before you get into your curve, because if you're going too fast to the curve, you're either going to topple or you're going to go off. So you have to be, you can slow down too much, and when you get into the curve, you can power if you need to, but you can't go too hot into a curve. And that's the same thing with a motorcycle, really. But you're just gonna have to learn how it, feels when you're turning it.
Well, that's another thing. gotta go smooth with it.
You can't, yeah, you can't just jerk it.
Nothing like that.
So this is why I said, this is when I got on this, the first thing I did was did low maneuver turn, like low speed turning, as tight as I could. And then I would speed up a little bit and try to turn as tight as I could, because you would start feeling it.
Yeah.
Then you kind of know, like, I cannot turn it that fast, right? I can't turn it that tight. You gotta be careful, but play with it a little bit in a closed setting.
Yeah, you know, just going through your mind what I used to do on a two-wheeler, the difference of the feel, man, it's changed. It's changed a lot. And you know, now it's got 3 wheels, I noticed, ooh, this could start.
Yeah, there's like a shimmy.
Yeah, and so you know, you just gotta watch that speed, especially in a curve.
Yep.
You know.
What's up? You want to keep going to Keystone?
Yeah.
Well, if we can, we maybe go get some photos by Mount Rushmore. All right, cool. Yeah. That's cool, man. He just yelled out, I love it. That's sick, dude. Woo! I love it too. I love it too, Dad. I'm glad to be out here with you, man. That's freaking cool. You know, I have got to share a motorcycle experience or two with my dad before, so it's not like I'm completely brand new to this feeling. But I can say that it's awesome feeling it again. You know, what's really fun about it is my dad always talked about motorcycles. When we moved to Sturgis, South Dakota, I watched my dad custom paint motorcycles. Back in the day, in the 90s and the early thousands, man, there was a lot of custom paint booths at the Sturgis Motorcycle Rally. You could go pretty much anywhere and get some kind of custom graphic done on your tank, on your fenders, or a complete custom job done. And I don't think I saw a single custom paint booth at the rally this year. I saw some that had custom paint options, but not there. It's like you could like send the parts in, and so things have definitely shifted along the way. When I was 23, I bought a Sportster, and my dad actually custom painted the tank for me. I got incredibly drunk one night going to 3 Doors Down and Guns N' Roses. Woke up the next morning and he had painted like some streaker, some dude with like flashing the crowd through a petticoat underneath a street light, and I was like, what is going on? You painted a naked dude on my bike, man. And we ended up sanding it all down, and he repainted it and put 2 pirate ships fighting on the tank, and it was absolutely awesome. It was so beautiful. He painted my buddy's bike too that year. We both had Sportsters when we were 23. Magical time, you know, and at that time he had a friend with a motorcycle, and he had borrowed that motorcycle and rode with us a few times. We went around like the entirety of the Black Hills, and it was a lot of fun, man. I've got to always, you know, every year since 97 almost, walked downtown with my dad at least once to the rally, ogled the girls, looked at the patches. He's a big one with the patches. He got a lot of patches on his vest. He's got a whole marine vest with all the things, you know. And what a fun. I've met a lot of father-son combos out there in Sturgis that have traveled together and done things together on motorcycles. My dad, although he's always talked about it, and we have had some motorcycle memories, he's never owned one before. Now he does. Look at this. Now we're out riding together. How sweet, man. I love it. I hope we do a lot of riding together. You know, I hope there's a lot more of these days in our future. He went out and I'm pretty sure he bought a a luggage rack for the top of the trunk today. We'll talk to him about that thing and see if he can't get it installed. So I'm trying to get him to go with me somewhere. Take a little trip ski. Brother-in-law had to go to Omaha, otherwise he'd be riding with us too. Just a gorgeous part of the Black Hills right here, man. Please do not hit us. Alright, I'm going to bring you back when we get into Mount Rushmore. Some bikers still left in town here, huh? That guy flashed me. There must be a cop up here. But I'm going slow. I'm only doing 30. I don't know what the speed limit is, but thanks for the heads up, Jeep. There he is. And the Jeep was so nice to tip us off. Like I said, I don't know if I'm speeding, but I'm not going very fast. He didn't pull out to get me. Ha! Must be in the clear, thanks to that Jeep who flashed me. That's what's up, Jeep. Yeah, look at this, man. Look at that shot right now. Hell yeah. How cool is that, man? I want to get him right here. Right as we come around the grove of trees. That right there, that was it. The money shot. I got this spot up here. It's directly in front of the moor. Dang, dude, that was awesome. You'll never get these types of memories back. I'll never forget this ride with my dad. How beautiful of an experience was that right there? Makes me want to tear up, bro. Alright. I'm lucky to still have a dad, man. A lot of people out there never got one. Where is this pull off? It's right over here. Yeah, here it is. Alright, we got no traffic. Huh? Where's he going? Where's he going? Look at this. Signs are only good for people who read them, you know. I didn't see it. My dad My dad told me he went up to the next parking spot. He's like, hell no, the ranger will get you right here. It says there's signs everywhere that says no stop and no parking. And I said, what? Where? I looked around, there's 3 of them. Like 3 of them within immediate distance. And I was like, oh. What? Where? Well, dude, signs, see, look, that guy just ran a red. Didn't even, signs only matter to the people who read them, you know what I mean? Sign readers. Look, this guy was busy anyways. Park Ranger, the Danger Ranger. Well, that was awesome, man. My dad and I just got photos on his brand new trike in front of Mount Rushmore. Freaking sweet. I love it. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I think that's all for this ride. I've been so happy. I'm just gonna try to enjoy this little ride home. Don't need to talk to you guys about it. I'm glad I was able to share this experience with you. And as always, I will see you on the next ride.